I had an epiphany while pooing yesterday, right? You know when you poo and the water comes up
Yeah.
and it hits you? Why don't we just make toilets like super deep? Not water-wise, I mean like the drop.
Oh, yeah, but the deeper it is, the more splash you might get.
Oh, the more velocity the poo you get, yeah.
It's a good thought, though.
I don't...
$1 million idea right there.
But why do you need water in your toilet? Like, fair enough when you flush, but why does it need to be there?
So it don't stain. But it still stains anyway.
Yeah. Anyway, this isn't a pooing podcast, unfortunately. I can finally say it as well. I can finally say welcome to the fucked it. Welcome to the Dusty Consoles podcast. I'm not going for it again.
Yeah, this one.
It's exciting. The name.
Good times. Rather than the miscellaneous fortnightly podcast.
Yeah, it was. Episode 3 got fucked, didn't it? Because someone asked, like, what happened to episode 3? And you know that creepypasta about SpongeBob?
Which one?
The Squidward suicide episode.
Oh, yeah.
Where people went mental. I was like, it's like that. The only person who listened to it died mysteriously. And then the E3 one, I thought, well...
My flat fucked it.
Yeah.
My flat's too echoey.
So, and then you almost died.
Yeah.
So I didn't...
I got food poisoning because I am what is known in the trade as a retard. So I made like a big rice dish and left it out overnight.
Yeah,
and then the
reheating
day,
rice is... I remember we had a curry last week and I had some rice left over and I asked my dad, like, is it alright to reheat rice? Because it was a mushroom one. I thought, oh, a bit warm again. He was like, no.
It's alright if you put it in the fridge once it's cold,
and then eat it.
and then put it in the microwave. But I just put it in the oven.
Yeah.
A day after it was already out, and it was violent sick.
Yeah.
But
because that's what rice is, isn't it? Loads of bacteria.
Yeah. It's really put me off curry.
Speaking of bacteria, none of these games have bacteria. But Witcher 3 Blood and Wine, right? Wine making's got to be bacteria involved.
Grapes, yeah, cool. I can see the correlation.
Yeah. Have you played any of the expansions?
No,
I've
not. I know we spoke about
The Witcher 3 on the very first one.
Yeah,
but they're still great, like The Witcher 3. But there's some lessons they could have learned and done in these expansions, like.
You've played both now, haven't you?
Yes. I've not finished Blood and Wine. I've finished Hearts of Stone.
Okay.
I don't know where I am in Blood and Wine. I've not looked online to see sort of where I am, but I think I'm a good chunk of the way through. But the group combat, fighting in groups.
Yeah.
It doesn't work well, does it?
Not really, no. Unless you're like in a line.
Yeah, but, and I thought, okay, in the expansions they'll probably tone it down a bit, but they've kind of done the opposite in Blood and Wine.
What, make it harder?
Yeah, there's so many fights where you're fighting sometimes like 10 guys at once. And obviously the shitty camera.
Yeah.
And the amount of damage they do is ridiculous as well. I don't know why.
The thing I do like about the group fights is that when you eventually overcome, you're like, oh, I'm so badass. Yeah. But yeah, I can see that you can get frustrated.
It's weird because against like 1 or 2, the combat's really good.
Yeah.
Like, stunning one and then focusing on the other.
It's more about like learning attack patterns, isn't it? That when you've got 10 people, it's really hard to do that. Yeah.
And Geralt's over animates, don't it? Like he does a spin before he slashes and leaves himself open when an enemy can do a really quick swipe.
Because he's a flamboyant prick, isn't he?
Even though he's meant to be the best swordsman in the land. I mean, story-wise, Blood and Wine's great.
I've heard a lot about it. It's meant to be like more vibrant.
Yeah.
Is that true?
Yeah, the land you're in, you were exploring like North England shitholes in the main game. Like it's really sunny. It's like southern France, I think that's what it's modelled off. But yeah, all vineyards everywhere and
cool.
Unravaged by war and that.
So with both of the expansions, is it like loading screen to get into that area, or is it a part of the map?
Well, Hearts of Stone is all in the games. The main game's areas,
right, okay.
But what's the area called in Blood? Tucson, I think. But that's like, if you went to Skellige from Velen or something,
right? Okay,
it's like that.
Right,
there's a loading screen between them, but it is a big landmass.
So, but I think, as far as I can remember, on Witcher 3, you could. Oh, could you? I can't remember. Could you boat it to Skellige?
No, you had to get that captain to take you across, didn't you, for the first time, and then you got raided by pirates, and then you could fast travel.
Right, it's just fast travel then. Right, okay. I couldn't remember if you could, because I remember there being a big emphasis on sailing at some points. Well.
Skellige had loads of different islands you could sail to.
I don't know if it was like that. You could sail to it, but okay, that's cool though. That's cool.
It's a big I couldn't say in comparison to it. You know what I mean? I don't know how big it is, but it's a decent enough size though. I mean, I don't know how much. I'd say I spent about 15 hours in it, and there's still loads of stuff, side content wise.
Is the side quests as good as in the base game? Because that's the main thing that I love about The Witcher.
As in, are the side quests as good as the side quests in the main game? Yeah. They're still. The Hearts of Stone has better ones, I think, than Blood and Wine. But I've not done all of Hearts of Stones, but I've not done many of Blood and Wines. There's a good side quest where you enter a tournament, and there's a kind of a monster hunting part to that. It goes a bit weird.
How much was it?
I paid like £7 for Hearts of Stone, which is well worth it.
Yeah.
Blood and Wine, it was like £18, I think, for the digital download, or you can get the physical version with the Gwent cards for £20. So I got that
with the Gwent cards.
Yeah, even though I don't like Gwent. Yeah.
Why don't you like Gwent?
I don't know. I just can't. I've only played like 2 games of it and lost both, so maybe it is just I lost.
You've got to get. I can't. I think it's what are the factions in it? It's Nilfgaard, monsters.
Northern Realms.
I think it's Northern Realms you got to be.
Yeah, everyone says that's the best.
And you've got to have loads of spies, and that is the one. Like you will win every game.
Yeah, that's the. I played against someone in Hearts of Stone because you kind of have to, and I gave it my best shot, but he had loads of spies, and I was well ahead, and then they kind of appeared.
Yeah,
if you know what I mean, and just wrecked me. I was like, oh my god.
It's more about like as well, if you've got a load of like decoy cards and stuff, if you got those and just try and get rid of the chaff in the first game, let him win and let him use a load of his good cards.
Burn a load of cards in there,
and then just bang him for the next 2 games. But yeah.
That's the strategy of Gwent though, isn't it? Learning when to hold off and...
Yeah. I'm looking forward to that new release that they're going to do. They're going to bring out a whole game of Gwent, aren't they? I wish it was an app game though, like on a phone. It's meant to be like a Xbox One, PS4 release.
Is it? I think it's coming on smartphones as well.
If it's
just coming on Xbox One first or something, because they announced it at Microsoft's conference.
God. I hate you think.
I don't see why with Hearthstone on phones, they've got to pretty much, or that's just going to take over.
Yeah. I love that. Such a good game. But yeah, sorry, carry on. Blood and Wine.
Yeah. I don't know what else to say about it, really.
So you say you played 15 hours and...
Yeah,
is the main... Bit. Does it lead on from...
Yeah, I started it after I finished the main game and Hearts of Stone, and there's a point in it where it kind of implied that it is carrying on after the ending of the main game. But I don't know what would happen, say, if you started it before you finished the main game.
Ah, right, okay. So it wouldn't give anything away then?
No.
Right.
Basically, you finished it, haven't you?
Yeah.
And this isn't really a massive spoiler, but you get a message from whoever you're romantically involved with in The Witcher 3.
Okay, everyone then.
Yeah, but say like your main one, mine was Triss, and she sent me a letter saying, I don't know where you are at the minute, implying, because at the end of The Witcher 3 it said that Geralt settled down with Triss in some city and that he took the odd contract. So you didn't try and get that
threesome on?
No, because I know what happens.
Yeah, I knew what happens, but it still made me... I just want to fuck them both. Right? Even though I really don't like Yennefer.
Yeah, I don't. That's why.
She's a right mardy bitch.
There's romances in Hearts of Stone and this as well, but they have no consequences.
They new characters?
Yeah.
Right, okay.
Well, the one in Hearts of Stone's from The Witcher 2. I'm not sure about the one in Blood and Wine. I don't know if she's a...
From like The Witcher 1.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah. I like it when they do that.
There's characters in Blood and Wine as well who Geralt obviously knows.
Right.
So they're from the other games,
yeah.
I'd imagine anyway.
Yeah.
And there's one bit in it to people who've read the book or are in the middle of reading it, where there's a character from the book in there whose fate is kind of unknown in the book.
Okay.
And this kind of spoils that.
Okay.
I don't know how important it is, but
how would that make the readers?
I don't know, because I haven't read all the books yet.
I imagine it piss them off.
Yeah.
But I like that they're doing that, though, because apparently it's meant to be the games have no correlation with the books whatsoever, isn't it?
They carry on.
Two separate.
Yeah, they carry on after the books.
Yeah.
So
that's cool, though. I like that. Bringing two different mediums together.
I don't know if the guy who wrote the book, I don't think he acknowledges the games at all. There's a big...
Yeah.
But it's weird, he's angry at the games for copying his stuff, but then someone's angry at him because he kind of ripped off a character from another book, and I can't remember the name of the author, but there is, like, striking similarities.
But, let's be honest, no one knew the book before the game, did they? The game boosted the books.
Well, yeah, the books weren't even translated until the game became popular, like the first one.
And wasn't it Game of the Year last year?
Witcher 3?
Yeah. So there you go then. I mean, that's
Game of the Year for a lot of people.
Yeah.
So, what? Yeah. It was like Witcher, Metal Gear Solid 5, Fallout. Got a load.
I haven't played any of the Fallout 4 DLC yet. I need to. I just don't agree with it. I don't agree with paying. I don't mind giving my money to CD Projekt Red, and I will be. But is that it? Is it just Hearthstone and
Blood and Wine?
Is that it? No more.
No.
Right. Okay.
Blood and Wine ends in a way that says goodbye. You know what I mean?
Into the distance in the sunset.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm definitely going to buy those. I refuse to give my more money to Bethesda, out of principle, because I know they'll bring out a Game of the Year edition.
Yeah.
I'll just get that
I bet they will with The Witcher though.
Do you reckon?
A complete one, yeah.
Okay.
I mean, on Steam you can buy the game with
both the DLCs.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
So I imagine that's coming to consoles.
Yeah. I'll do that then. I'll either buy that or the DLC. But yeah. Wicked.
It'd be nice. I don't know if there's like a double pack where you can buy both the DLCs for a little bit of a discount. I don't think there is.
That's one thing that annoyed me about Destiny.
Yeah.
Because in the Taken King, you can get both of them, can't you? But it's more expensive than if you get them separately, I think.
Yeah, it's cheaper to buy the original Destiny and all the DLCs on the disc version than it is to download them separately.
Yeah.
So you're just kicking your loyal fans in the balls.
Yeah. And they're releasing a new one soon, isn't they?
Oh, yeah, Rise of Iron.
Yeah.
I don't know if it will.
I want to like Destiny, I really do, but they're just pissing me off with all this DLC bollocks. But just bring out the whole game. Just wait and bring out the game.
Yeah. I mean, you can see the potential in Destiny, can't you?
Absolutely.
Like, I like Destiny 1, but when I think of 2, it's like if they take lessons from Destiny 1, Destiny 2 will be great.
Yeah.
No.
But isn't Destiny meant to be like a 9-year plan they were meant to do?
I mean, people misinterpreted it a bit, didn't they? I think it was meant to be like their Destiny 1, 2 and 3 and all its DLC over 10 years.
Right, okay.
Or something like that.
Are they announcing a Destiny 2 then? Or?
Well, it's pretty certain it's being worked on.
Okay.
And Rise of Iron, I think, is the last DLC.
Then I will buy it after that comes out then.
So if there's a Game of the Year edition, well, it won't be called Game of the Year, will it?
Yeah.
Gotta start saying Game of the Year. Yeah. It's just automatic now. It'll be like the I don't know, the Iron edition or something.
Yeah.
What have you played? I can't really say anything more about The Witcher 3 Blood and Wine, really.
No.
It's good. It's just more Witcher 3.
Out of 10, come on.
Well, I can't say that now because I've not finished it.
Give me your bullshit out of 10.
I don't know. 8. A lot of the combat encounters in it do rely too much on groups.
Okay.
If there was less of that, it'd be easy to recommend.
I'm looking forward to this cyberpunk thing they're going to do. Because if that's... And I've got to say, I'm looking forward to this Assassin's Creed thing that's coming out. Well, that's going to be announced next year.
Oh, the new one.
Because
in
they
Ancient
said they're going to take influence from Witcher 3. And any game that takes influence from Witcher 3 is going to have me on their side.
Yeah.
So, especially
hopefully more the story influence than...
More of like a greyish kind of... rather than I'm the good guy and these are the bad guys.
Yeah.
It'd be nice if it was like, you kind of work the line.
Yeah, now you mentioned it, there's a part of the story that I'm in it that is kind of morally grey.
Most of The Witcher 3 is morally grey, isn't it? But
it's a cool area to be in.
Yeah. it does make you think about your decision, especially if you have to make a snap decision as well. You know, like, I guess it's like a Telltale game, really, isn't it? When you play those and you like...
Except for your decisions actually have consequences in The Witcher.
They do a little bit in Telltale games, but it's like, I hate when you have like just a normal conversation and the bar goes down, you're like, oh, fuck shit, and then you press one and it has no consequence.
Yeah.
Like, I was being a cunt for no reason.
A quick mention of something. You know, in dialogue wheels, you pick a response and you're like, well, what the little sentence says is nothing like what they actually said. I've had that a couple of times in Blood and Wine.
Okay.
But I don't remember really.
Not like Fallout 4 bad.
Yeah.
Right, okay. That's one thing that does bug me. Because it's the way he says it as well. You can be like, oh, don't do that. Like, that could be the line, and it'd be like, fuck off.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, it looked like a non-dickish response on the thing, but Geralt's kind of tone made it seem like he was being a dick.
Yeah, and I bet they construed it as being a dick as well. Yeah. It might be intentional.
Yeah, because Geralt is a sarky arsehole, isn't he?
Yeah. But he's a goddamn handsome one.
What have you played?
I got the Uncharted 1, 2, 3 edition thing.
Collection.
That's the one. That's all I
have you done them all?
About that. No, I'm on 3 at the minute. I blasted through 1 and 2. 1 is shit.
Yeah, now it is. It's aged horrifically.
It's so clunky. That's the main thing. It's just really clunky. It's still a good game, and I quite like the story of it, and I like Nathan Drake as a character. I don't understand why in between each game, at the end of each game, is with Elena, and then the next game is not with her. And that's happened 3 times.
Yeah, that's at least in 4. He's still with her.
Yeah, it's literally like after the first one, they go off in the sunset, hand in hand, and the next one he's banging some English girl who's also banging another English guy, and then at the end he's banging Elena again, and at the beginning of 4 and 3 he's not banging anyone.
Yeah.
So, but I've got to say that they've done well with the remaster because it looks good.
Yeah.
It does. It looks good.
You say the first one's clunky on PS4. They updated the shooting for the PS4 version.
Really?
Yeah. So on PS3 it's horrific.
That's the worst thing, shooting.
Yeah. No, I mean, all the Uncharted games aren't known for their shooting.
Yeah. I like the exploration bit, and it's very similar, like you were saying in your Uncharted 4 thing that you didn't like. It's very similar to Tomb Raider. There's the ledge and it's going to fall off, and there it is. Look, oh no, this is going to break, and now we're going to fall off and go all the way back to the start.
Yeah, back when it came out, it was surprising.
Yeah.
Because it was the first thing to do it, but then 4 games in, 5 if you count the Vita one.
Did they have a...
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
The Golden Abyss. It's pretty similar to the first Uncharted, all in a foresty thing.
Yeah. I like the thing that they do. I don't know if they do it in 4 or not, but they have a quote at the beginning by the person that you're essentially chasing. So the first one's Nathan is
Francis Drake.
Francis Drake, thank you. And the second one is Marco Polo. Third one is Lawrence of Arabia. But for some reason, the third one, you think, oh, Lawrence of Arabia, this is going to be cool. We're going to be in Arabia. You're in England for the first bit. And then you're just following Nathan Drake again. Following Francis Drake again. And I was just a bit like, well, surely this should have all been done in the first one. They kind of hinted at it in the first one and said like, oh yeah, where was he in this bit? I'm still looking at that. And then they came to it 2 games later. But yeah, I quite like the story. It's interesting. I was a little bit disappointed after the first one because, again, similar Tomb Raider fashion, there's like this mystical energy. And I don't actually remember what was in Rise. Because in the first one, what was it?
Rise of the Tomb Raider.
It was like the big samurai that can't die.
Oh, that was the first one.
What was Rise of the Tomb Raider?
Rise was the, I think it was big armoured dudes, weren't it?
I don't remember. That's how memorable that game was.
I'm sure it was big armoured, because I remember that part where you have to hop across the roofs, you use the catapult to blow open the gate, and I'm sure it's just big armoured dudes. Not samurais.
I don't remember that game much, to be honest.
Yeah.
But I liked the first one. It was like a Nazi experiment gone wrong thing. I was genuinely scared of those things. Like, they freaked me out a little bit.
On the first one?
In Uncharted 1.
Which bit? It's been ages since
you go into like a bunker submarine thing.
Oh yeah, I remember the submarine at the beginning.
Yeah. Well, it's like later on. There's another submarine, so like a Nazi submarine thing. You're like in this like docking thing, and there's like these crawling grey monster like things, and they just sprint at you and kill you. Like it's genuine, and there's loads of them. Like it's terrifying. Like I was genuinely like fuck shit, fuck, and then you die. You're like, calm down, it's just a game. Like, that's how I felt about it. And then the second one, it was like these big goats basically. And
the big blue dudes.
And you couldn't kill them, and then it was a bit like okay. Like that makes it a bit more frightening, but I'm not as frightened by it. And then in the end, they're just big blue dudes that are hard to kill. Like, just made it worse, and I've not met them. The whatever the thing is on 3.
Yeah, they're like what is it in Uncharted 3? I don't think. Yeah, there is like a paranormal thing. There isn't in 4, which is kind of. I'm glad they knocked that on the head.
Yeah, it's all right. I'm just kind of waiting for it to come along because the first one I was genuinely scared. Like. And I'm waiting to be scared
There's a good bit in 3, I don't know if you've done it yet, but they've clearly ripped it off from the Mummy. You know, the Beatles.
Yes, with the spiders. Yeah,
that bit's good.
I've done those, but it's a little bit weird. Those bits are, but I found a little bit less direction on 3 than in the previous ones. I don't mind holding hands. I don't mind when you're not holding hands, but I like a little bit of a clue. And if you're just wandering around for a bit not doing anything, it's like, oh, there it is. Yeah, thank you. Like
4
that's all
will
right.
piss you off then.
Yeah.
Because 4 is a lot worse than you get this big area to explore, but there's no idea like which is the actual route to go.
Yeah. There's some things as well that I don't get. Like there's like little collectibles which I don't usually do. But like there's a ledge and you think, oh, I must go up there. You go up the ledge, there's nothing there. No, there's absolutely 0 things there. No treasure, no nothing, no ammo. It's literally just a ledge. Why would you spend time developing that in order to have nothing up there?
Yeah.
But it's good. I'm enjoying it. You know, I feel like I'm more getting it out the way now. I've got to the point again because it's literally been Uncharted 1, turn it off, Uncharted 2, and turn it off. That's so I'm
You're getting fatigued of them.
Yeah, a little bit. Getting bored now.
2's widely regarded as the best one. Anyway,
that pissed me off. 2 did. You know the set pieces. I like the set pieces. The set pieces are good. The thing that pissed me off is that you have to do the train climb twice.
Oh yeah.
That annoyed me. And the first time, like I was just a bit like, why am I so slow? Like it irritated me. The second time, it felt like I was a bit faster, but just climbing up a fucking yellow pole just irritates me. Right? But I wanted to see if you could die, but you can't.
Well, you can't let go.
No. Yeah. Well, you can let go, but you like, you know, when something bends, like there's a bit where a pole bends and you have to swing off it and go.
Oh right.
I stood there for ages.
Yeah.
And it wouldn't drop. So.
A false sense of urgency.
Yeah. But, yeah, I'm enjoying it.
I've been playing Metro Redux on the PC.
Unsure how to pronounce that.
Yeah.
Is it Redux?
Or Redo.
Yeah. Is it French?
We'll call it Redux. I've done 2033. I'm on last light. I've played them before anyway. But
oh, right. You play them on 360?
Yeah.
PS3.
Well, I played them on the 360. Then I got Redux on the Xbox One and played it on that. And now I've got them on PC and I'm playing them again.
Do you like them that much?
Yes.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Though what I say that I really like them, but when I played it on the PC last week, there's a lot of things I forgot about. But then when I got to them again, I was like, oh, wow, that's cool. How did I forget this stuff?
Like what?
Well, there's a really cool bit where you, to some this might sound boring, but there's different stations in the metro. And there's a part where you're in a communist station, which is all fine and friendly. And you have to go through a Nazi station to get to your next place.
Yes, I remember that.
And you go under the car with the communist soldiers and you have to like sneak around the battlefield and stuff like that.
Did you sneak all the way around it?
No, I fucked it at the last bit. But they were Nazis anyway, so...
Yeah, fuck them.
Yeah.
I found the stealth on that game quite hard.
Yeah, it's a bit shit in 2033. Last Light does it a lot better.
Okay. I disagree with that.
Yeah, it's still not perfect, but it's better than it is in 2033.
Yeah, for a first-person stealth, it's quite good. Yeah. Yeah.
I think Last Light actually has an indicator of how visible you are on like the first, 2033.
Has it on a watch, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean the 2033 and Last Light as well. Like the atmosphere that those games create,
terrifying.
Yeah,
like I hate horror films. I really don't like horror films at all. And I played that game because my mate said it was good, and I genuinely enjoyed it. But the sense of terror was, like I said about Uncharted. Like as soon as I died, I was like, just calm down. It's all right. But yeah, it's very immersive.
Yeah, it's because you're locked in first person pretty much the whole game, aren't you? Like, and wiping your. I like the wiping your gas mask.
Yeah, that's cool.
A nice.
Yeah, but I don't know if you can do it in the first one. There's a button to do it.
Yeah. Let's wipe your gas mask. Yeah. Okay. Well, there is in Redux. I can't remember if there's
in the original.
Yeah. But Redux brings some of the much needed like balance changes from the original. Last Light didn't really suffer it, but there was a part in the original 2033 where you had to fight like these. I don't know what you'd call them, like sacks, snot bubble kind of things. But in the original, they're like tank loads of bullets and dealt stupid damage, and they toned it right down. Because they came right at the end, well, pretty much, and they were like just this massive roadblock, but then toned it down, thankfully.
Apparently, there's an alternative ending.
Yeah, there's a good and bad ending in 2030 and Last Light.
The only thing is, apparently, to do the good ending, it's stupidly hard. Yeah,
it's quite obtuse in that you have to like listen to conversations, and there's like certain things you have to do. Are you
trying to do it then?
Well, the canon endings of 2033 is the bad one, so I don't really care.
Okay.
I just I honestly thought I could get the good ending anyway, because you get that like flash, don't you, on your screen?
Yeah.
And I listened to the conversations anyway because I wanted to, not because I wanted the good ending. And there's parts where I think you can give kids a bullet or something to show you where to go in stations, and that gives you good points. And I think you can't kill a certain amount of people as well.
Okay.
You just have to knock them out in stealth. But obviously, like you said, because the stealth's not very good,
it's much harder to do it.
Yeah, and you end up having to go guns blazing.
I remember the game being very linear.
Yeah, it is, especially in the underground. The surface opens up a bit.
And I remember. Well, actually, I played it on Xbox One, and I remember it being really, really buggy with certain things. Like if you shoot somebody, the helmet comes off. I remember the helmets being really buggy. Like they'd fly about and stuff like that. Is it the same on the PC version?
No, I didn't notice it. But again, this was only last week. I mean,
okay,
it might have been, but
yeah,
I had no bugs or anything. All I did was some shadows like went weird and sort of flew about the place.
Is that intentional?
But I don't know. Maybe it was.
Yeah, I do remember liking that game. I feel like I want a third one.
Yeah, there definitely should be.
Yeah,
I can't remember.
Although I don't remember the ending of Last Light.
Yeah, I know I got the bad ending on Last Light. But I don't like it's okay in some games, but I don't think it suits Metro, because most of the people I killed in 2033 were bandits and Nazis.
Yeah.
Like, the world's going to be a better place without them.
Yeah.
And I don't... Like, fair enough if I killed some kind of morally ambiguous kind of enemies, but yeah.
Killing Nazis is just like a good thing to do, isn't it? Like, everyone wants to kill a Nazi.
And
because there's points where you can let people go. I remember now, and there was a Nazi, and I don't know if it was in Last Light or 2033, but he's like on the floor and he's like begging for his life.
I think it's Last Light. I don't remember it from 2033.
Right, okay. Obviously, you're not going to not kill a Nazi, are you?
Yeah,
that's such a good game.
Back to the linear thing, it makes sense in the game as well, because it's like not like subway stations are these big open sprawling spaces.
Yeah. I remember the monsters. Some of them are terrifying. There's the like dog things that are super quick and hard to kill. The flying things, which are nigh on impossible to kill. So I remember there was one boss battle and I didn't realise I had to cross the river. And it's like green.
That's in Last Light, isn't it? Yeah.
I don't know. I can't remember.
Yeah, because I remember that
thing. I kept going into this subway bit and I couldn't get through. And he couldn't attack me, but I kept drilling him. I used all my bullets and he didn't die, this flying thing. And I didn't know where to go for ages and I died. And
they do,
eventually found
in the game, they just call them demons, don't they?
Yeah. And I think they look like gorillas.
Oh, the librarians, that bit's fucking horrible in 2033.
Yeah.
Because you just have to stare them down, don't you, rather than shoot them. And they like get really aggressive and like walk up to you and then they back off. And it's so cool.
Yeah. It's very atmospheric. Very, very good game.
Yeah.
I do want a third one.
There is some of the fights in it in 2033. You move not stiffly, but you aim quite slowly and you run out of ammo quite quickly as well. And reloading takes a while, and you just get outnumbered in some of the parts.
Is Metro the game where you've got like a pellet shooter and you have to like reload it 3 times to get the
you pump the gas.
Yeah. That's cool. Yeah. I like that.
You don't have to have that gun.
There's a silencer gun though, isn't it?
Yeah.
So,
I use the one that is, again, a pneumatic one where you pump it, but it shoots like darts that you can get back.
Oh, cool.
So for stealth runs.
Yeah.
I forgot what it's called, but...
I get more games should have that, because it's more of a tactical edge. Like, do you just drill them quickly with a load of bullets and not pick them up, or just pump it quick and then try and get a headshot? Like, it's... I like
and get your ammo back.
Yeah.
That's a good... All the guns look like they were put together out of spare parts as well, but obviously there's rare actual military grade guns and that you get towards the end.
Is the second one... What is it? It's... I think they're called like others or something. What are the weird things called?
Oh, the dark ones.
The dark ones, that's it. Is it the second one with the kid? There's like
a baby one. Yeah.
I remember the beginning of that, because it starts midway through the game, doesn't it? That's where you are midway through the game when you start the game.
No, 2033 starts
midway.
Because
it's when you're in. There's like cars, isn't there? And you got to shoot all the dogs down. Yeah, I remember that. Yeah.
Yeah, 2033 does start at the beginning. There's no flash forward or anything.
I don't remember the ending of it though.
Yeah, I got the bad ending. I remember being a bit pissed off at it. Apparently, the most recent book, which hasn't been translated yet, that carries on after the good ending of Last Light. Okay. So probably that's the canon one.
I do not remember it.
No.
At all.
I remember, I've not finished it yet this time, but I remember you have that big shootout with another faction coming to take over D6. And they're on that big
train.
Isn't that
like a silo or something, D6?
Yeah.
Or it's like a nuclear power plant or something, isn't it?
Yeah, where all the missiles are stored that you launch to the Dark Ones at the end of Metro 2033, and then in Last Light, it's like the main base.
Okay.
For the Rangers, who are like...
But the Dark Ones are actually trying to help you, aren't they?
Yeah. They're trying to communicate. Because on the good ending, you can shoot like the missile guidance thing off the ledge rather than shoot the dark one.
Yeah, cool. I remember it. I remember it now.
It does make a good my first horror game.
Yes, I see that,
because there's quite a lot of shooty excitement in between it all, and
for it to be a horror, and there's enough like story in it to make it not scary, I guess, and the endings make it like not scary, and it's not too harsh with the resource management, depending on what difficulty you play on anyway. But if you're on normal, you still have to be careful. But you can't drill the wall and draw a dick, can you? Oh yeah, I want to play those games again now. I might get Freddie to play them, because he shits himself at games like that.
Have you got them still?
No, my mate's got them though, and lives around the corner, so I might just...
You can borrow my Xbox One version if you want.
Punch him and get it. Yeah, we might try some games again soon if you want. Because I've got some PS4 Swag Daddy ones now, so come on then, what else you been playing?
Well, it's your turn, isn't it? I just had Metro.
Pokemon Go.
Oh yeah, we've both been playing that. You more than me, I suppose. I only installed it a few hours ago and had a walk.
I tried to install it because it's not out in the UK yet, is it? Because
we're fucking living on the fringe.
I feel like we're in poverty because we don't have this app properly yet. All right, I know that's a very first world thing of me
well,
to say.
if we'd have stayed in the EU, maybe we'd have it by now.
Yeah, true. Hashtag Brexit. But what did you vote again, Glenn?
I didn't vote.
Did you not?
No.
Did you not vote in the end?
No, I didn't.
Oh.
I didn't feel
Your
like I
vote
had
could
to
have
make
made a
a
difference.
informed decision.
You see?
Yeah, but...
This isn't a politics podcast, so anyway. Yeah, Pokemon Go, I like it, but I want it to be something else.
Yeah.
I want it to be more Pokemon than a fitness game, which it essentially is a fitness game.
At a collectathon.
Yeah. I don't... When you actually encounter a Pokemon, which for me is quite rare because I don't walk around or drive around, but that's one good thing I do like, is because Courtney hasn't downloaded it yet because it's really like an annoying way of getting around.
Yeah, on the iPhone,
yeah. I give her my phone, put 4G on, and then tell her to catch monsters as I'm driving her around. So it's literally like she'll go, oh, turn left and turn right and we'll find a Pokestop, and I will turn left, turn right, and then we stop there for a second, go completely out of the way just to get to a Pokestop. But yeah, I'm only level 4, so I've not experienced the combat yet, but I've seen that it's, like you were saying, it's just flick and tap kind of thing. I want it to be turn-based. I want to battle other people. I want more than 2 moves. I just want it to be Pokemon Red. That's what I want. And although what I've noticed on the thing is there's 250 Pokemon to collect.
I thought it was just 100.
I thought it's the original 151 because Mewtwo's in it. I don't know if Mew is, but yeah, on the thing it says 250. But I think that's because you've got the evolutions included in it as well. Because I've caught a Pidgey and a Pidgeotto.
Don't the evolutions count towards the 151?
I think they do, yes, but I haven't evolved a creature yet. But for him, but I like it, but I'd like it to be lazier. I want to catch Pokemon whilst having a shit, you know.
Yeah.
I don't want to have to walk down this, because there's literally a Pokestop. I could walk 50 paces to get to this Pokestop, but from my room, or from the living room, from the studio, whatever, I literally can't get to the Pokestop unless I move outside. And I just want to be, if you're near enough to it, I don't want to be right next to it. I know it's meant to be like a social kind of thing, isn't it? So it's meant to be everyone stands around the gym while you all fucking wank each other off. But I don't want it to be that. I just want it to be Pokemon Red. And hopefully they update it so it becomes more like that, because apparently trading's meant to be coming to it. And you can trade Pokemon. I don't really see the point in that unless there's very rare Pokemon.
Unless you've got that mate who's spent like £10,000 on it and can give you his chaff Pokemon that's actually pretty decent.
Yeah. There's quite a nice levelling up system to it, which I quite like, that rather than you battling Pokemon all the time, because there isn't a Poké Center where you can heal Pokemon, which I would prefer, you have to buy potions to heal them.
Or get them from, is it Pokestops?
Yeah. But they're too far away. They're in public places, and I want them just...
The closest one to me is the school up there. So if I went round there at like lunchtime where all the kids are out, just like, what is this creepy bastard doing with his phone camera?
Pointing his phone around at the kids. I'm just trying to catch a Bulbasaur.
I suppose better off the kids there have actually... Oh, that'd be so... If your school's a Pokestop...
Oh, for kids, that'd be swag.
They refresh every 5 minutes. Yeah. Or if you work in one, I'm hoping my work is.
There's one literally round the corner. Well, I work near Jubilee Park, you know where that is. So it's literally around the corner from my work. But it's not. I'm not close enough to it to get to it. And there's a gym as well there. But I quite like that it's... So I live right next to Vicky Park. There's like 4 on Vicky Park. So you could literally walk around constantly, or bike around, drive around it if you wanted to, and the 5 minutes would expire every time you'd get to the next one. So you could literally just circle around Vicky Park and just get all the Pokestop things. But
until someone mugs you for your phone.
Yeah, because everyone's on their phone like this, or get run over by a bus. But the augmented reality thing is a little bit flawed, I think, personally.
Doesn't work for me, so...
Yeah, well, I'll see if I can get it up and see if I can show you it. Like, sometimes it's quite cool, because it feels like there is a Pidgey sitting on your dick, but sometimes it literally, there's like a Weedle mid-air. No,
yeah.
It's fine, you know, it's a Pokemon, it's not meant to be on the floor, but, you know, it kind of loses that grasp of reality, which it's trying to get, but... I do like it. Very buggy at the minute, obviously, because it's not out properly yet, but I like it. Yeah,
it's weird that all the locations and that are ready to come out. I don't know why they've...
It's just because they can't handle surely anything with the name game, any game with the name Pokemon attached to it is going to have millions of people playing it.
I mean, it's clearly like one of the most anticipated mobile games ever made. And they didn't anticipate it. But this always happens. Every time a new WoW, every time a new WoW expansion comes out, servers crash.
Did you see the thing that Amazon said to them? They tweeted them. It's like, if you want to ham with servers, bro. Which I thought was quite funny.
Yeah. Cracking sass. I've not had a problem with it though. I've connected to it every time I've...
Really? Oh, that's interesting. What phone have you got?
Huawei P8 Lite. I'm one of them scumbags that just inherits phones from people that I actually buy them. It's a decent phone though. Runs Pokemon Go fine.
Yeah, as long as it runs games and stuff, it's fine. It's really buggy for me. Sometimes it won't log in. Sometimes you'll have to log in twice. Sometimes you'll get in the game.
Yeah, it gets hung up a lot on mine. Like closing it down's an arse, and
GPRS sometimes doesn't work. GPS, sorry.
Yeah, it says that a lot. Can't find your location. Then a few seconds later, you'll see the little person sprint up the road.
Have you ever done it? I shouldn't, but I've played it a little bit whilst driving. I shouldn't be doing it, but I've done it a couple of times. It's only early in the morning, so it's fine. There's no one around. But I've literally I've seen a Pokemon. I've tapped it, pulled over, and then pulled back out again. I pulled up in a bus stop this morning, but the lane bus stops, so there could have been a bus coming and cleared me up. But I'm catching an Eevee, all right.
Bus driver just like, all right, fair enough.
Yeah, right, I'll play it quick. There's been loads of things like people have found dead bodies and stuff. And,
yes. Going out for a walk, catching Pokemon.
Found people dogging and stuff. But I'm yet to see that. Yet to see it.
Yeah, there's some good ideas there. And I forgot about the microtransactions. Like, there's gyms near us where people have clearly bought, I don't know what it is that upgrades you. It's CP, isn't it, is your level?
Yeah.
So there's people with 800 plus.
I've seen a couple of things on Facebook already where it's 286, and the highest one I've got is 62.
Yeah,
I feel like there's a lot of time that needs to be put into it. It would be a perfect game to play on the bus, because fuck walking around, I ain't no peasant, and driving obviously it's not good for it. I won't do it again. But if you're on a bus, you're going slow enough. The fact that you could catch the Pokemon. And you're going quick enough so you actually find a varied amount of Pokemon. Which is another thing that I found flawed, which I did mention before. Apparently, if you're near a body of water, you find water Pokemon. If you're near grass, you'll find grass Pokemon. If you're near woods, you'll find ground Pokemon, whatever. Where do you find fire Pokemon?
Other than a volcano, which we don't have.
Is it if it's warm? Would it...
It's been hot here, though, recently.
Humid.
Round here, it is grass.
I get, you get, night Pokemon and stuff.
Oh, if you go out at night. That's cool that it changes at the time of day.
There's a couple I think I caught I can't remember the name. Drowsy. I caught a Drowsy at night. I've caught a Jigglypuff at night. Do you find Ghastlies in graveyards?
I don't know.
Because
that'd be cool.
It would be cool, but then it'd be it might be a little bit scary as well, to go to a graveyard at night to get a certain ghost type Pokemon at night. That might be weird, but it would be cool if they did that. But then Gilrose would be fucking Ramo.
Flying. It's not like you can stand on someone's roof and
to get a Pidgeotto. Yeah.
I've got a Pidgeot, but that was just on round here.
Because I chose Squirtle as my start.
Yeah, same.
Yeah, again, what about electric type? Do you have to go to
EDF power?
Yeah, to get near British Gas to get it.
Break into the top secret area, mate, I'm just looking for a Pikachu.
I need an electrode, bro. What about, the little power stations that you're not allowed to go in?
Yeah, there's one near the library up there. Hop over.
What other types are there?
Psychic.
Where'd you have to go for that?
Gypsy tent at a fair.
Ooh. You get robbed out, wouldn't you? Just wanted a Drowsy. Just a Psyduck.
There's they've introduced dragon type in the new games, but this is the original 150 in it. So
there is dragons though in it. There is dragon Gyarados and I want Moltres and Articuno and Zapdos as well.
Yeah.
I don't know if you can get those because they're the legendary 3, aren't they?
Yeah.
So that'd be so cool if you did. But because you have to choose a faction, don't you?
Yeah, red, blue, green. No, red, blue, yellow.
Yeah, which is literally Zapdos, Moltres, and Articuno. So, and there's like silhouettes of the trainers, which I'm assuming is going to be like the boss kind of thing. But yeah, I'm enjoying it.
It'd be good if hard to reach not hard to reach locations and like expecting you to break into Area 51 kind of thing, but you know, like things that are on a decent trekking path or something. There's like rarer Pokemons there.
Well, as in like more obscure places.
Yeah.
Okay. That'd kind of have to boil down to like geographical knowledge. Like, where do people not go? You know, in Leicester.
Yeah, I mean, like Bradgate Pot around here at the top of that or something. But then that's unfair on people who are in wheelchairs or something, isn't it?
I wish there was more Pokemon around you. I know you can use like the Lust thing, whatever it's called, where they like draw people. Yeah, Lust. I'm bang a Pokemon. Yeah, that's cool, but you still have to go around and walk about. I want there to be more Pokemon in order to level up more. And
well, just walking around the block around here, I got 4.
Did you?
Separate Pokemon. Yeah.
I walked around the block and got none. And that was near the Pokestop, and that was meant to be like this. I don't know what it is. It's like a crab thing. Meant to be one of those nearby, and there's no body of water near where I live either. So, which is what I don't get it.
Near here.
Yeah. There's a Pokestop on the canal, you know, near Foss Park.
Is there?
Yeah, I think there's a gym as well, like on the canal. It's like literally like I was driving down Saw Valley Way and Courtney was on it, and it said like to the right. She was like, "Where's that?" I was like, "That's the canal. Like it's the gym in the middle of the canal."
My friend, I don't know if he's been knocked off yet. You know who's the guitarist in my old band?
Oh right, yeah.
He's the gym leader at Foss Park.
Is it?
Yeah, he was yesterday. But obviously, there's not many.
How do you know? Does it say?
Yeah, when you go to that location and go to battle the gym leader, you click on it and it shows you them and the Pokemon they've left there to fight people off.
Oh, cool.
And you have to battle it. That's a really cool idea. Like you said, the battling just needs to be better.
Yeah.
I understand keeping it simple because, again, it's a mobile phone game. It's people who don't necessarily...
But surely technology had come far away now that it could literally be Pokemon Red in real life.
Yeah. Yeah, but... You want to keep it simple because it's a mobile game.
Fuck everyone else.
Yeah.
This is the game that I want. To be fair though, they have said, well, people have said that they've done this for the casual gamer.
Yeah.
For people that do go out, it's going to be so much better for people that live in cities that have to walk around and get tubes everywhere and that.
People in London are saying all they can find is
rock type, isn't it?
And sludge. What's it called? Muck.
Oh, muck. Yeah. There's like Onyx and Geodude and stuff, isn't it? And Muck. Where do you find like Ditto?
What's that?
It's the one that copies other Pokemon, pretty much.
Maybe you've caught it all, Redux, if it's copied another Pokemon.
Could be one of my level 60 Pidgeys.
You can get eggs as well, can't you?
I don't get those
Pokestars. They're just a random drop.
I think it's like there's 3 different ones. There's a 2, a 5, and a 10 kilometre egg. And then when you walk that distance, it will hatch.
Oh, okay.
And apparently it obviously goes rare. It goes like common, uncommon, rare. So obviously 10 kilometres is rare. I don't know if there's like a time limit. So you have to walk 10 kilometres in a day, or you have to walk 10 kilometres in a week, or there isn't at all. But I think that's a cool like little addition to it. But again, it's kind of like if there is a microtransaction element, which I'm pretty sure there is.
There is.
It's kind of like FIFA, where it's just like look at the draw, isn't it? But hopefully it is like the more money, the more.
Yeah, you can buy candies and Pokeball. I've got like 70 Pokeballs, so I'm not gonna.
I think I've got like 30. I need to find a Pokestop really. I've not been to one properly yet.
You catch your starter.
Yeah.
At the start, I missed twice. So I was like, what? Because it was telling me to curve it.
Is there?
Yeah. It just had an arrow saying, like, do a curve. And I tried it, and then again, and it just wasn't, so I just did it straight on, and then it hit him.
Do you know how to do it? Have you figured it out yet?
You can hold it down, can't you? And if it goes green, yellow, red, doesn't it?
No.
What does it do?
Mine doesn't anyway. Mine's just a green circle and it goes really small and then goes back to big again.
Yeah, I think it's fine capturing shitty Pokemon that we're getting, but when you get to the higher level, apparently you have to do that whole down thing and get it tight. I'm doing the vagina thing there. But you have to get it small to catch that, apparently, anyway.
Well, the ones that I've been catching, it's literally like you have to get the ball in the green circle. That's what I've seen. But again, there's nothing to say how to do it.
Yeah, because I went online and there's a lot of like 10 things I wish Pokemon Go told me before I started playing.
Yeah.
But yeah, there's no tutorial other than try and curve the ball for I don't know why.
It's not football, is it?
Yeah.
Hopefully they do that because I've got the like cracked version of it. I will be deleting it and then getting the proper version when it comes out.
Are you on Android?
No, I'm on iPhone.
Oh.
I didn't do the thing. There was a website that you can download it from, and then you have to like trust a certain thing.
And you have to make an Australian account. And then
no, I didn't do that.
Didn't you do it that way?
I did it a different way. But...
okay. I don't know if on Android like it'll update the one I've got because it is the official. It's like the APK, but from Australia.
Yeah.
So it is the game.
It should be alright.
It should update itself.
It's just that I trust this dodgy it says like do not trust, and I press trust. So
yeah, it says that when you install it on Android, like don't install apps from outside of it, and you're like, no mate, I will.
Fuck off! I watch porn all the time. Do what I want.
Yeah. There's a rumour going around that you get banned, don't you, if you've got this.
Fuck off.
Like, no, they're not going to ban every single person, everyone in the country's.
And so what? You just make a new account. Yeah. It's not as if, especially with all the bugs and glitches and crashes we get, it's not as if we're going to be far enough that we can't go back.
It would be funny though, because all these nerds that have put like £20,000 into the game already and got all the gyms.
That'd be nice. That'd be a good fuck you. But they wouldn't do that because of microtransactions, wouldn't they? But...
yeah, I don't think you have to worry about getting banned.
Yeah. I'll ban you though if you're better than me.
I'll write a letter to them.
And we're angry word with letter.
Have you got anything else?
No, not really. I've just been working a lot recently. But, I think the next game I'm going to get, which I'm not looking forward to, but I need to play it, 1866.
Oh, The Order?
Yeah.
I got it free with my PS4 when I got my second one.
What happened to you? I got bricked, didn't it? Did you brick it?
No, I just sold it for spares and repairs.
How much did you get for it?
I can't remember. It wasn't much. About 80 quid.
Ugh.
That's still alright.
That must have been annoying though that you have to buy.
Yeah,
and they wouldn't give you the money for it either. Or
it was when they wouldn't do it for free. It was like, oh no. When I phoned, I think we might have talked about this on the very first one, but when I phoned up, they were like, oh, I can see you've got a launch console, and I thought, oh, maybe they'll be like, oh, he's loyal. I'm not loyal, but
one of the first people.
Yeah, and then they were like, it'll be like £120 to repair it. And I was like, you fucking broke it. And so yeah, I just sold it spares, repairs, and then bought a pre-owned.
Oh, have you got a pre-owned one? Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, I ain't giving them my money again.
Yeah, I was gonna say. Nah, fuck that. 120 quid.
Yeah.
That's so bullshit.
Like with the 360, it was 60, weren't it? If you were out.
That was not that bad.
No.
I didn't mind because they paid for postage and packaging as well, which is fine. But yeah, it's fucking annoying though, and they cleaned it for you. Because mine had like.
Oh, did they clean it?
Yeah, they cleaned mine anyway. Because I remember there was like this horrible like black stain on the top of it where I just like left a cup or something, and they'd cleaned it up. Unless they just gave me a new one.
Yeah, I remember. I got a brand new 360 when I sent one of mine in, and a new Vita as well.
There's not been much wrong with the Xbox One.
No, I think they learned the lesson.
Yeah. One thing I have noticed though, that if you play for a while, on both of them actually, I've got Xbox One and PS4, they get very loud.
Yeah.
To the point where you have to turn the volume up on the TV.
The Witcher 3, if I play that for quite a while, it gets pretty loud.
I think it's very hot as well. One thing I don't like, well, I don't know if they have it normally on the PS4. Do they have a charging station? PS4, how do you charge yours?
I just use I've got a very, very long micro USB. Yeah, that's it.
I've tried to plug a micro USB into the wall and still play, and it doesn't charge the thing.
You can plug it into your laptop.
and it works.
Yeah.
It doesn't work in the wall. It works if I plug it. We've got this like cloud machine thing where you can save it onto the cloud, and it works plugging it into that, but it doesn't work plugging it into the wall, which is weird.
Oh, you've got an actual charger. Yeah, I don't think it does.
We've just used micro USBs now, but that's one thing I do like about the Xbox is that you can change the back, whereas with it, you have to change the whole controller. You know? It's lucky we have 3, but
there is a charging station for it.
I might have to buy one.
I don't think they're that much.
Just to make it easier than this one's out. Let me just change the. It's just easier to go bang bang while it's on charge. Yeah.
You can get I think I paid like £2 for. I don't think it's in it, but it's like a 3 metre long micro USB cable.
I might do that. We are quite far away from the TV. That's why. But
and anyone tripping over it. Or...
Yeah. Finn biting it. The little shit. Shit rabbit.
Oh, just coming up to an hour, so yeah.
Cool.
That's enough. Ooh, the SoundCloud. Because this will be uploaded to it if Reaper stops being a knob. I don't know why. It asks you to install a third-party thing to bounce down in MP3. I know.
That's weird.
Yeah. I thought if I uploaded it as a WAV to SoundCloud, the downloads would be MP3 because maybe there's some compression on their side, but it's not. You download the WAV.
Oh god! Yeah, so you want it to be an MP3?
Yeah, because it's like 1.5 gig.
Oh god!
So you have to upload the MP3.
But it won't let you export as an MP3.
No, unless you download this third party.
Is it free?
Yeah, I think so. Anyway.
Is there any way...
I could bounce it down as a WAV, then put it in Logic or...
I was going to say, can you transport it as like an OMF or something?
I don't know what else you can bounce down as in Reaper. I only started using it last year because obviously I pirated Logic like fuck. Am I paying for that?
Giving Apple no more of my money.
And then obviously that Mac's stupid old now and that laptop's like twice as fast as it
ever was.
Yeah. So, and Reaper's free. And we started using it in my last year of uni and I quite liked it.
Yeah. I've been using Logic for 3 years and now I'm moving to Cubase.
I always thought Cubase is more of like a production for electronic music.
It's not... I find it alright. I mean, I've mainly learnt from Fredo, but he started out producing like metal stuff, and now he's moved into like more pop stuff, and it just seems a lot more intuitive than Logic.
Yeah, I used Cubase when we were in sixth form when I did music tech.
Did you?
Yeah, but most of the stuff we did on that was MIDI.
Yeah, it's very easy to manipulate. It's much easier to do it than on Logic, and I mainly deal with MIDI stuff. Obviously, being a drummer, it's just easier to do it that way. But yeah, I've got more used to it than I ever did with Logic. But and he knows how to use it, so if I have a problem, just be like, I can't sort it out for me.
Yeah, I mean, funny how no one mentions Pro Tools anymore, ain't it? What a load of shite. I remember in my second year of college, we had to use it, and this was at the point when it was the BBC bought Reaper to use.
Right. Okay.
And it was like, why? No one wants Pro Tools anymore. It's just a load of old farts clinging onto the past.
It feels really finicky and unneedlessly. Get my words out properly. It feels like it's needlessly complicated.
Yeah.
There's no reason.
For it to be need this hardware plugged into your computer at all times, or else we'll have a shit fit and close down and.
And it's like, to cut something, you can't use the right click like you can on everything else. You have to go into edit tools, like Pro Tools tools, and then go into cutting tools, and then pick the right. It just seems stupid.
It's all hardware based, isn't it? Pro Tools if you want to edit conveniently, buy this £5,000 controller.
It'd be great if you had a massive studio, it'd look swag, but Cubase, mate, Logic, go over it. Fuck off.
Yeah, when we recorded last year, I think the guy had an oldish Mac, and what was he using? I think he was using Cubase actually, an old version of that, and it's like I I'm comfortable with it. I know how to use it. I get great results out of it.
Yeah.
And it'll just cost me too much to upgrade, and then probably produce shitter results.
Yeah. I guess you kind of got to go with the times, haven't you? But yeah, like when Logic 10 came out, or Logic X, whatever you want to call it, everyone like shit themselves about it, didn't they? Like, oh, it's not as good as Logic 9. And now everyone's like, Logic 9 shit. Use Logic 10, Logic X, whatever. But,
yeah, I think the same thing happened with Final Cut X, didn't it? I mean, because it came out when I was doing my AV module at uni, and he made us use previous version, which was fine because I was using that at the time to edit my stuff. So
yeah.
And then I stopped using it and used Sony Vegas instead.
Do you find it better?
Yeah, Sony Vegas is so much better.
Really?
In terms of just putting something into it and it playing back, it's amazing. Like Final Cut Pro, the only file type it properly accepts is Apple ProRes 422. Codec.
And I'm assuming on certain devices you can't export like that.
No. You have to convert it on your Mac, and it takes ages, and it's a huge file size.
I hate stuff like that.
Yeah.
It bugs me.
Very obtuse. Whereas Vegas, you could like put in some footage from your mobile off your camera.
Yeah.
And it just takes it and plays.
You still use that now?
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
It's really easy. Like the basic stuff's super easy. Just like, oh, do you want to slice here? Press S.
Yeah.
And yeah.
That's what you get for being Japanese.
Efficiency.
Yeah, exactly. I don't know why people say Germans are efficient. Look at the Japanese. How the kings of roadworks.
I didn't pay for it, obviously.
Obviously, I know who's going to pay for it.
That's the thing I found with. I don't suppose you've ever used Maxim SP, have you?
What's that?
It's like a programming for making music plugins, and you can make it's a nerdy application, but we used it at uni, and I torrented that. It worked fine, and then I thought, well, I'm going to be using this for the next 2 years, and with student discount, I can get it for 30 quid.
Yeah.
So I thought, I'll buy it. Just didn't work.
Buying it?
Yeah.
What?
It just bugs, closing down.
Why?
I know.
Did you download it from the store as well?
Yeah.
What the fuck?
Yeah, so just deleted it and stick with the torrented version. People have said that about Sony Vegas as well. They said, I've been trialling it for 2 years, so I thought, well, it's a good program, I'll buy it. And then once they've got it, it just shits the bed.
I wonder why. That's strange.
Yeah.
Strange.
Oh shit, I'm not sure. This is bad. I was going to say you can download the podcast at soundcloud.com/dustyconsolespodcast, but I'm not sure if it's Dusty Consoles Podcast or the Dusty Consoles Podcast. But I'm pretty sure it's just Dusty Consoles Podcast.
Try both.
Yeah, try both. But what if the Dusty Consoles Podcast leads them to some imposter?
Oh, yeah. Trying to be you.
Yeah.
Ooh, there's going to be a race war going on.
To kill them. And, there was something else to do with the podcast. Well, it wasn't the SoundCloud.
YouTube?
No, I think it was that. No, it wasn't the YouTube.
When's your next video coming out?
Monday. It'll be up by the time people hear this anyway. It's the Resident Evil 2 Retrospective Part 2.
Ooh. I'll go back and watch the first one then. Comment it, call you a prick, and then dislike it.
It's going to annoy me now, but I'm sure I'll find a way to communicate it, whatever I forgot.
Put it in text.
Yeah. It was something about... I know I wanted to get the downloading thing. Whatever. We're done. Oh, that was it. If you have a question, we have the dustyconsolespodcast@gmail.com to send any to.
What to answer another time?
Yeah.
Oh, cool. Yeah. I like that.
For the one person that listens.
I'm going to send one and say, are you a faggot?
I'm sure it's... Oh, fuck. Yeah, it's the dustyconsolespodcast@gmail.com. I'm sure it is. Yeah.
Okay.
If it's not, I'll change it in the notes. Anyway, thank you for listening.